Wow. Okay.
Lawlers, welcome back to another video. We're going to be doing a little bit of a special beginner jungle gameplay guide walkthrough, if that's what you want to call it in this one. So we've got Volibear as our jungler, but again, it doesn't really matter who you play for the purposes of this video. What we're going to take away is some basic thoughts and processes that you want to have as a beginner jungler. I would recommend, though, playing champions like Volibear because they're easy to play, they're kind of beefy, they have some good ganking opportunities, they can turret dive, they have some CC, just really, really good. Now, while I'm pulling up the scoreboard here, I'm looking to see which lanes are gankable, and that's going to dictate what side of the map I'm going to start on. The bot lane, enemy bot lane, very, very hard to gank. Zeri has a dash through walls, Pyke's very hard to catch. So just before I start the game, I take a look at which lanes I want to gank. Tryndamere there against the Aatrox, a very volatile lane. Whoever gets ahead early could really steamroll and control the entire tempo of the game, and similar to mid lane with the Yone versus Quinn matchup. So I'm starting bot side on blue here. I'm going to clear out my camps, and then I'm going to look for ganks towards the top of the middle of the map for the most part on my first clear. Okay, now doing these camps here, again, will depend on the champion that you're playing, but we're just using Volibear to clear these out quite easily. I'm not focusing on perfect kiting. This is stuff that you guys can work on. The better you get at a jungler and know, all their little intricacies. But we're just farming these out as fast as we can using our abilities. In this case, it's going to be W and E with Volibear, but try and use whatever abilities you have that the champions are playing to fast clear these camps as fast as possible. Okay? So we clear the bot side of the map. That's great. You get gold income from clearing minion camps, so make sure you look at those camps as gold, right, on the map for you to pick up and get your items and get stronger. And then there I just took a kind of quick look at mid and a quick look at top so I know what's going on. Is anybody at half health? Is someone fighting right now? Is a lane pushed all the way up, right? I take another quick peek mid, okay? He looks like he's okay, right? Like he's at full health, and now he's getting ganked. So I keep peeking at it. Gonna finish this camp and go see if I can help anything here. So Quinn took a big turret shot there. So now I'm thinking, I wonder if I can kill her. But I do see a Mumu moving up who is also at half health. So I'm going to hang out here. I don't know how he saw me there if he had a ward, but I'm going to start fighting and engage on him here. So he burns his flash to get away, and then he also tries to get over. I try and flash auto W there. The auto attack gets canceled. That auto attack gets canceled as well for whatever reason. Really strange by Riot to cancel two of them on me. But either way, we said, you know what, Riot? Big FU to you, we still get that kill anyway, and that's fine, right? Like a 1-for-1 isn't the worst thing in the world. We almost got out without dying there, so I think it was a good trade in the end. Now we're going to focus going back towards top side. We have 3 camps to pick up there, and there's also scuttle on the top side of the map. So I'm going to be looking towards, again, ganking mid or top after I full clear that jungle, or unless something presents itself while I'm looking at the lanes, okay? If you're playing jungle, don't just kind of blindside yourself by only looking at the camps that you're fighting. So you can see here I have the camera on the camp while I start it, and I land my W and my E, but then I'm looking to see, okay, is anyone potentially starting that scuttle? Was there anything going on top side that I need to look at? Here I'm just trying to keep an eye on the health and make sure, Amubu doesn't come over the wall and steal this here, so I'm getting ready with my smite if I need to. Now that I've got red buff and I see a lot of fighting going on, I'm actually going to skip my top side stone minions there, and I'm going to run towards the middle of the stream here to potentially have contested that scuttle crab. It looks like he got it anyway. Tryndamere might have a ward there, or maybe he was in communication pretty well with the Amumu, so they knew I was coming. So here, I'm not wasting any time sitting in a bush. I want to keep my gold income coming, so I run to this camp here and I start farming that camp as well. I do have my eyes set on top, and I'm spam pinging the fact that Amumu might be sitting there still. I very heavily suspect Amumu is going to be sitting there to try and gank, okay? So against my pings, Aatrox still goes in there and tries to start a fight, even though Amumu's probably right there. So we're going to try and pull off what we'd call a counter gank here. I suspect Amumu's here. If I was Amumu, I would be there trying to kill this guy. So I'm coming in for a counter gank here. I'm trying to see if Amumu's coming in. If he's not, I'm going to come in and gank here. There's a great opportunity for me to gank this Tryndamere, and you can see there Amumu is. Right? So really good what we would call there a counter gank, expecting a gank before it happens and then coming in to counter it. Here we're just trying to clear this wave so that the Aatrox can get a clean back off here. This is a little bit more of an advanced topic. You guys wouldn't have to worry about this if you're just starting, but helping your laners push waves in and reset the minion wave is something that you can add into your gameplay the better that you get. So here I'm just, again, I'm staying to try and help Aatrox push the wave in. You know, now Tryndamere kind of misplayed there. We had an opportunity to potentially kill him. Amumu comes back. Whenever I play against Amumu's, man, they love me. And Aatrox does an interesting play there and tries to tower dive 1v2. He's still alive. I don't know how he's still alive, but Amumu must have missed maybe a bandage or something. I'm just getting out and recalling. Looks like he's going to get the kill after all. So really good on him. Good job from there. We managed to have enough gold here to pick up some plated steel caps and a sheen. And now we're back to farming, right? So now that we've kind of made some big plays top and there's not really any minions top side, I've cleared those out. I want to move to the bot side of the map. The other thing is Dragon is up, right? Like it's actually on the map right now. So when big objectives like Dragons or Rift Heralds or first turrets that are about to go down or free ganks where there's a lot of gold to be made are available, you want to kind of, what we'll say, fade towards that side of the map. We're going to kind of hang out towards the bot side of the map for a while now. So again, I'm taking a quick peek at mid and bot to see if there's any gank opportunities there, if I should go in and jump in. I'd love to start my blue buff, but I actually, looking at this lane right now, think that this fight's going to go on for a while, and the Zeri and the Pyke are really going to commit to this. So I decide to skip the blue buff, run in here, and just, you know, Q auto W that Zeri, take her down, and then turn on the Pyke now. I put my E where I think the Pyke might be, and I get a double kill. Now, some people watching this would be like, oh, it's easy when they int, right? The thing is, if I wasn't looking at that lane, I would never even have the option for that double kill to present itself because I'd be doing my blue buff right now. So while I do generally say try and clear one side of your jungle before you make a play, you want to, while you start your clear and you're just banging on minions in the jungle, take a look at the lane states. See if there's an opportunity to make a big play and have a huge impact on the game. Right? So now we do dragon before we do blue because the dragon was available and we just killed their bot lane. And now I go back to kind of clear my jungle, get in my gold income. And then after this, now the jungle, or now the dragon is gone and I clear out the bot side of my jungle, I'm going to start looking towards middle and top again for some plays for ganks, okay? So we'll take out the frogman here really quick, hopefully. Taking a quick look bot just before maybe I do a back to see if anybody's here. I do see Zeri and Pyke actually playing quite aggressively, and our bot lane is maybe pushing up to a point where they weren't supposed to be. So I was getting ready for a counter gank, and then I do see that Pyke is roaming mid here. So with the bot lane, I'm actually going to have to delay my back a little bit here and start running up with the bot lane to see if we can pull a big play off here in the mid lane. Okay, she's looking tasty, so I threw my E out in front to see if I could slow her down. We ended up getting lucky there and getting the kill. Perfect. Now with 4 of us here in a minion wave, I'm not really scared of this Pyke. My ultimate lets me basically shut a tower down, you know, so I don't even have to worry about taking tower aggro. And again, different junglers are going to have different ways to tower dive or fight under tower. The important thing is that you recognize what that is and play around it. So here we're all getting extra money. We're taking damage down on this mid lane turret. Getting extra gold here. That Pyke did something I think a little bit silly. He kind of came right into my stun range with Q, and then Lux and our ADC burned him down.
Far greater than your life.
Awesome. So made a play mid. Now I'm looking to make a play towards the top side of the jungle. I'm putting a quick ward down just to make sure Amumu doesn't do anything crazy and gank mid. He's actually already mid, so I don't think there's too much I can do to help there. Varus has ult. He's choosing not to use it, even though he's kind of almost dying. And they end up getting the kill on Amumu too. So you're not going to be able to control your teammates, so you just want to try and do the best thing you can with your clears, your gold income, and then making big plays when they present themselves. So here I'm going to clear out red buff, and then hopefully top side as a whole, and I'll take a peek at top lane here to see if there's a turret dive possibility. I do have R, so even though your laners are shoved, you can always gank with Volibear and go for a turret dive with his R. Clear that out. Don't think that Amumu is going to be top quite yet, especially because we have the river kind of well warded. So we maybe get a quick look to see if he's coming before he gets there. Takes a blast going though, we'd miss him. So I'm just keeping my eye on top lane, seeing if Amumu's on his way or not. Still not showing. So I could back here, but I'm going to try and look to see if I can counter gank as well, because I feel like Amumu would be coming here. You know, Tryndamere's taking a lot of heat on this tower. He's losing plates, and, you know, sure enough, there Amumu is. So we're going to go in pretty hard here. Mid is missing, and Tryndamere's collapsing on me, so this is pretty dangerous, actually, right now. I do have ult, though, and that's why I'm kind of confident still fighting this. Gives me a little bit of that health boost and some CC. So I jump over the wall there with my flash just to stay alive. My character model is massive. Look how big this bear is right now. I think Aatrix is going to be able to finish this off, but we're going to come around now with our Q and see if we can stun this Quinn. We do auto W there again, and clean that up. Aatrix gets a double kill. So massive, massive, massive. I really would love to back here. I have 3,500 gold in my pocket, and it's really bad to keep this much gold in your pocket. I just haven't had an opportunity back. We just killed jungle, top, and mid. I would be crazy not to take this Rift Herald. Massive, massive playmaking, game-changing objective to grab here. The W lets me take it really safely as well. Alright, so we'll try and grab this. We picked that up pretty nicely. I'm moving towards top here because I think we can get first tower gold if I just click the rift and just take it. But also because I'd love for our Aatrix just to get a safe back off here. He's at half health. He just got a lot of gold from a double kill. Like, I'm just going to try and help shove this in so he can get off a recall and then do his thing in top lane after that. I am targeting using the rift in mid. If you can rift any lane, there's two things to consider. What turret has the most plates available for gold to make sure you get like a lot of gold, and then which turret's the most important to take down. Generally, it's going to be the mid lane turret that's going to be the most important to take down, and in this case, it still has 3 plates left on it. So we're going to come mid. We're just going to jam this wave in really fast, and then we press 4 to spawn that Rift Herald. And I'm going to be nice and try and give all the gold to the Yone here, just because I'm already kind of pretty far ahead. Turret goes down. We're fighting this right now because this is looking like a pretty tasty 2v2, to be honest. I'm not super far ahead in terms of items, but I feel like no one can really hang with us right now in terms of damage. So we're going to try and just pick up our... Oh, we just dodged that. Just try and pick up the shield there in our E to survive. I'm going to have to try and dodge that bandage now. I think the hitbox on that is pretty ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that missed, but it would have been really nice if we had a good clean back there after taking that first turret, picked up some items, spent our gold, and then came back to fight for this dragon. But again, because dragon's up now, we're going to fade towards the bot side of the map. So trying to make plays in the mid lane or in the bot lane. Builds, runes, again, not really a point in covering too detailed in this. I'm just building towards the highest win rate items on Volibear right now, and, you know, similar with the runes, just highest win rate runes. So bot side is up for us to farm here, so we're going to farm this bot side. In this case, we're going to grab the blue before we get to the dragon just because it's on the way, and dragon still really has no one to help us do, so we're going to just farm our jungle first. Even though you control the pace in terms of deciding when your team can start dragons, you can only make that decision if your team is in the area or you know the enemy team and jungler are not in the area. So here I'm just trying to grab some vision and see where people are. I wait for that Skull Crab vision to go away before I walk into river so they don't know where I am. And now you can see there's Pyke, there's Zeri. I'd imagine a Mumu's bot. Quinn is still mid. Very dangerous for me to start this dragon now. That's why I'm not starting it. I don't really have any help from anyone on my team to help me secure this dragon. And I don't know where the rest of their team is. So I'm just putting wards down now. Okay, I see Pyke top side. I see a bunch of people top fighting with the Lux now. Zeri's still here, but Zeri probably can't steal a dragon. A Mumu can. So now I'm going to walk back and I'm going to try and pull the dragon. You can see our ADC doesn't understand this. And that kind of stuff happens when they don't understand pulling a dragon. Amumu's really good at stealing dragons if you allow him to bandage over the wall, because he can use his ult to stun you. You won't be able to secure with your smite. And then if the dragon's low enough and they have vision, or he just guesses the right time to come over, he can ult and steal it with a smite. So, you know, a little bit of our control there. The Varus kind of screwed us over there and actually gave the dragon to the enemy team. So we'll keep a close eye on this Varus and our tilt meter in terms of how much this guy actually tilts us. I need to get the heck out of there because there's 4 people looking for me mid. I'm just going to hang out maybe towards this mid tower and prevent them from taking down mid. Pretty tanky and some decent wave clear with my abilities as Volibear, so we can still hang out and just make sure they don't siege. Picking up some mid lane CS there still, if there's an option to do that, and then making a play towards, you know, clearing out his jungle or making a play bot side. I see Zeri kind of exposed here. Oh, she caught him, so I'm going to go in here, looking for that Q stun. I actually got a flash out of her, so we're just going to turn on to the Samumu right now. Lux is in trouble. I think we'll still kill him. So we took down a Mumu, which is great. He didn't have ult after that dragon fight. We're just going to try and kill this this Zeri. And you can see our red buff gets her there with their damage over time, a little bit of that burn damage. Now, I don't know what Varus is doing here. He knows there's the pike, you know, that even without ult can kill him. And you can see there he just dies to it. He's pinging me for assistance. I don't know what he wants me to do. It's not like I'm somebody with a shield for him or something like that. So another, you know, a beautiful play by our Varus. He's trying his best. I'm not trying to hate on him too hard, but as a jungler, try not to pay too much attention to what maybe your lower elo teammates are saying to you. And if you're low elo, that's fine too. All I'm saying is probably turn off all chat. Very rarely do your teammates understand their own roles, let alone jungle. So try and ignore that if you can. Here, bot side of their jungle was for the most part because the buff cleared after that fight, so I turned my attention to going towards top side of the map and trying to make a play or steal his jungle up here. Again, I'm looking for gold income in between big ganks or big objective fights. So he catches me here. I do have 2 teammates right next to me, so I'm still fighting this to see what's possible. Lux lands ult, but I ult over the wall just to escape, and then I smite that frog to get a little bit more health back, and it worked out well there. So here they put a ward on me, so I'm going to get out of that bush and try and help this Yone. He takes down the Tryndamere now. Feel pretty confident that we can attack this turret. There's 3 of us and only 2 of them, and I still have flash and smite and my Q, so I feel pretty confident we can just bang this turret down. Okay, another objective down. We see that the pike is kind of hanging around looking for a little bit of a pull play on us, but the next big objective that's up after we took down that tier 2 turret is Rift Herald, another amazing objective to secure if you can as a jungler. We just killed a bunch of them. I still have a bunch of teammates topside, so I feel pretty safe starting this buff now. Volibear is great at stacking Ws off these bigger objectives and staying healthy while he's doing them. So we're using all of our abilities here. Try and knock this down as fast as possible. Again, we find ourselves sitting at almost 3k gold, so I'm going to try and back off here. You can see I'm just checking the farm numbers. Even though I've had such a big impact on objectives and ganks, and I'm sitting at 10 kills at 18 minutes, we're still leading the Amumu in CS, so we're CSing better than him in the jungle. So all good things right now in this gameplay. So bot side of my jungle is about to spawn now, so I'm going towards bot side. There's also a scuttle crab down there that I can maybe pick up before the dragon fight. So we're going to go see if we can secure all this stuff down here. But I do notice Quinn pushing mid lane with a whole wave, so I'm going to come and just try and prevent this push here. Got the pike with her. Spit out some pretty good damage right now, even though I'm kind of building into a tank Volibear just because of how far ahead I am. Now that Yone's there, I'm going to try and path towards the bot side river and see if I can get this scuttle crab. Dangerous thing is if I go in there, 4 members of the enemy team are missing, so I'm spam pinging that I want my team to come help me secure this objective now. I don't even think we're going to be able to get the scuttle crab. No, so Mumu had his team there with him to help a little bit more, so they get it. I'm going to have to run back up the safe way now towards my team, but these decisions, again, of when to go for dragon are really dependent on your team, so you have to kind of get a feel for what's going on. Amumu takes a very interesting bandage over the wall there. I'm going to ult into all of them here, deal some big damage, and just start smacking down as many people as I can with my Qs, my autos, and my Ws. Ooh, that was tasty. That was like just a maul from the underworld right there. Don't think we can catch this pike, but the good thing is Amumu is dead, and I don't think Pike can steal a dragon from me, so I'm debating whether I should start this now. I tell myself, you know what, I got smite in 5-6 seconds here. Should be pretty safe dragon to grab. So we're going to start this dragon now. Perfect. Got a dragon. We're stacking drags. Really, really good. And now we can see the next big objective here to get is probably that bot lane turret. That's the closest thing to me. I'm already bot side, and it's another objective to grab. So I'm going to push this wave in and hopefully let my minions kill that tower. And then I'm also going to check his top side jungle here to see if there's some minions to grab and maybe get some gold for myself and take gold away from the Mumu. Beautiful. We get that bot lane turret. A lot of people are missing on the enemy team. They're all up. I just saw Quinn mid, so I'm a little bit scared that 4 people could be coming for me. We just took a turret down. Usually in lower elos, people get pissed when you take their turrets down. They all come looking for you. So we're just going to get a clean back off there, spend some of the gold again. So we've got our core items already fully built. We're actually sitting on a full pair of boosts and 3 full items at 21 minutes. So we are super fed right now. There's not anyone on this map that can take us 1v1. We're going to make sure we play like that, play really aggressive. I'm picking up another red buff here, and then likely I'm going to play towards top side of the map and look for a play mid lane or top lane once I clear out my minions. These guys made a play mid. I see that Pyke and Zarya are here, so I'm trying to come in to help. Maybe do a little bit of a counter gank here. This Lux just needs to help me out with some shields and some ease. She can play pretty far back. I'm tanking a crap ton of damage here. Another big ult for me, staying in my E shield. Here comes the Aatrox to help us out. And we pick her up with the burn damage again off of our red buff. That Zarya is probably livid. She's losing her mind. Another rift that we pop here just before it expires. We have to use it a little bit further back. Generally, you'd want to use it really close to the turret so it doesn't have to walk that far in, and it can hit it for sure. But it hits that turret there, and we're going to go into the inhib as well with the rift. Really oppressive if you can get that rift in the full way like we're doing here. Try and see if we can catch this Quinn. She's doing some fancy footwork. Varus actually runs away from us. He's very lucky the Quinn didn't turn and try and kill him before I got to her. But we get another inhib down now, 2 inhibs down. And that's good for me. So we're going to walk away now. The next big objective we're going to play towards is for sure going to be topside Baron or topside inhib. So I'm hanging around here trying to help this ADC back. Now this guy's done a few other really questionable decisions in this game, so I'm giving him an opportunity to back. He can back right next to me now if he wants. He's doing something interesting here. I don't know where he's going. So he decides to take that over. You can see he's playing a little bit too cute. There's a Pyke who's hunting him. You know, that Pyke's not going to stop hunting half health ADC, and what do you know? Zarya, who can go through walls, gets him. So another very interesting decision from our ADC, choosing to go his own recall path. But you know what? True heroes forge their own path. So props to you. Props to you, sir. Okay, so playing towards top side of the map, both bot inhib and mid inhib are down. So we're just trying to make plays towards the side where there's a big game-changing buff like the Baron. I see Amumu's blue buff still standing up here, so we're going to try and pick this up pretty quick. If you can clear out the enemy's jungle before they can clear it out, you're essentially doing like a little bit of a two-way switch, right? You're getting the gold from their camps and then they're missing them, so it's putting you that much farther ahead. Just hanging out here because there's no point for me to show right now. It's not like I'm going to push that mid wave any faster than the Aatrox could with his Qs. So for me there, just kind of hanging out on a buff like a blue buff where you know they're going to want to pick it up as a team. You might be able to sneak a quick little pick before the Baron fight. If we killed somebody there right before Baron, it just makes getting Baron that much easier. My team's kind of towards the bot side here, so I do have to kind of go in and try and make a play with them towards bot side here. I can't just go solo the Baron as Volibear. So here I catch Quinn with my Q, and I can burst her out pretty quick with my press the attack and my auto W as well. And then we see a half health inhib up here, so this is going to give us 3 inhibs down. Should be pretty safe to go get a Baron buff after this. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see an FF come through anytime soon here. Now, problem here, generally, again, is a lot of people overstay. So we got 3 inhibs down. We have a couple minion waves, so I'm okay to hang out here and try and grab this turret down. So I'm going to focus this turret. But they just turned on me real quick. I'm trying to help this Aatrox put some damage out. Flash away here just to make sure I can survive. I do not want to die here because this is how you throw games real fast. We teach that Tryndamere a lesson about spinning in on bears who are twice their size. So hopefully he doesn't try that garbage again on us. And then we see a dragon sitting here very nicely for us to get 3 dragons. So instead of hanging out mid and just wasting time, we're going to come and do this dragon here. Again, just using all our abilities on the dragon. If you're playing champs that all of your abilities can help you clear objectives like dragons, it's just going to be that much easier to burn them down faster like yourself. Warwick is a great champ to burn down dragons solo as well. So some of these bigger, beefier champions that can still output damage are great options. Here I decide to get the blue buff before my back, just because when I back I am going to run straight towards top side for the Baron fight. So I decided to get this before I back. And then I'm just spam pinging here as a jungler. You can try and hopefully control the way your team moves and plays by spam pinging sometimes. So just spam pinging towards that top side Baron. Okay, pathing top. Again, we're kind of cameraing ahead here to see if anybody uses any key ults or our team gets a pick or what have you. Just, again, getting that information, keeping an eye on things. We are massive right now in terms of health and defensive stats, so I'm okay to walk straight into wherever Pyke may be and just test to see if he wants to fight or not. I see Amumu kind of hanging out mid, clearing minion waves. He's really the only person that's going to be able to steal a buff from me. So we start the Baron up here. Kill the Pyke who's trying his best to stop us from Baroning, but you know, Amumu could be coming. There's a bunch of wards that we have though, so I'll see him coming, which is why I'm okay to keep doing this. But if he was coming and we did see him coming over that ward, like there for example, I would stop doing this Baron and fight him, just because Amumu can steal objectives so well with his bandage alt smite combo. So something to watch out for. Now when you get Baron, you want to try and push waves. That's really what you want to do. You don't really want to fight too much. So I'm trying to make sure top, mid are pushing well. I'm coming up here to babysit this Varus because I know he's going to make some kind of a weird play and probably die. I see top wave pushing, mid wave pushing. So I'm going to try and, again, just keep this wave pushing, keep somebody coming to me. I see Yone moving bot, so I'm hoping that he's going to go down there and either catch the wave or maybe kill that Quinn. Tryndamere engaged. I'm not too scared right now, Tryndamere. Oh, here comes Mr. Amumu again. Just backing off enough. Okay, now Zeri's coming. Now I'm getting a little bit scared. So there's 3 people coming for me top here. I'm still running away. I don't know why Yone's not picking up the bot lane wave there or moving towards one of the inhibs. I'm trying to ping him to do something. He's just standing in the middle of the lane there, not really doing anything. Our Lux takes a really bad positioning there. She managed to stay alive. I'm just trying to help her stay alive here. I have ult. This is not good. She went down real quick. I'm going to die anyway, so I'm just going to try and ult and stay alive as long as possible and hope that Yone can maybe take an inhib. He was kind of wasting a lot of time there while we had Baron buff doing some interesting things, and he still dies anyway. So this is the classic mistake of low elo gameplay when you get a Baron buff. People just keep wanting to fight instead of pushing waves. Aatrox does push wave there, but I would have preferred if he just took one of the inhibs down. He could have got probably that bot inhib before anybody came. I mean, the good thing is both Nexus turrets are down, so it's completely exposed, which means that even though we could have ended the game there, and it very likely should have ended before 30 minutes there, it's going to get drawn out a little bit longer, but we should still be able to close this one out with relative ease. So next big objective obviously is going to be the Dragon Soul for us, so we're going to air towards the bot side of the map, and then we see our Aatrox go down, unfortunately. So just hanging out towards mid and bot side until Dragon comes up now.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Okay, Quinn's mid. Everybody else in their team's missing, so I'm a little bit worried. I'd love to shove a wave and force somebody to at least show on the map. Okay, so here we go. Now we got Tryndamere showing top, got Pyke showing mid, Quinn showing mid, so I'm pretty safe to push this. Most I'll see is probably 2 people here. Dragon's coming up soon, so the goal of shoving this wave out here before we do dragon is to force someone to try and maybe go pick up this wave. Somebody's going to get greedy and maybe say, oh, there's a whole minion wave there. Maybe I'll go pick that up instead of helping dragon right away, and then we can sneak a dragon, right? I don't know why the ADC isn't hanging out with me in this bush. There's no point in hanging out topside in that bush by yourself. He's still not moving. I'm pinging for him to come. Where? Runs bot side. So here we are, 1v3 again, no ADC to help us even though we're a massive frontliner. Try and flash away. That Q hits me somehow, and now I'm in a real trouble spot here. I try and back off towards my turret. Another Pyke Q hits me, just so much CC on me. So many hooks and bandages flying at me, and another dead ADC who mispositioned horribly and wasted his ult for nothing. He's just sitting in that bush ulting like nobody and then runs away. I don't even think he got one auto off. I don't know, maybe you guys tell me in the comments if he did, but I didn't see a single auto from him. Big boy Aatrox fighting here. If he can get some heals off his autos, it could be good. Oh, he's getting locked up for a long time there by the Amumu. But Lux sits him down with the ultimate. Interesting fighting going on here. Yone misses the ult, unfortunate because of the Zeri flash. Manages at least dodge the Pyke Q, so that's good. Got 3 dragons. Still hunting that soul, still trying to end this game. Can't quite get our final item yet, we're so close. So not every game you're going to be able to CS to a certain number. I would just concentrate on more of getting gold income. This game we've had 17 kills so far, so a lot of gold income from kills. And that's just been the flow of this game, right? We're just, as a jungler, you want to flow with the game state, see where there's good opportunities to make plays. Just completely flub a Q there, just go right through the Tryndamere, and he's running towards his team, so I'm not going to follow right now. We're just going to try and play in a little bit more of a safe situation here, where I have some teammates to help back me up once I frontline, probably 4 people. Last few times I've died has kind of been 1v4, and I haven't really been around too many teammates that can help spit out some damage while I'm tanking everything. So trying to play a little bit smarter, playing towards my teammates here. I'm just looking for some gold from a minion camp so I can finish my final item. So we're going to go get these bad boys up here. See a couple people pushing bot. Kind of weird that Amumu's bot lane while Baron's up in the next minute here, actually next 15 seconds. So because Amumu's down bot and Baron's spawning, I'm hanging out up here. I'm going to stay. Spam pinging for some assistance here. I'd love for our team to move up towards this Baron. I don't know what this Quinn is doing. Okay, we get the flash. Tried to flash out of our E there. Varus gets his ult off on her. Can he kill her? No, he goes down pretty quickly here. Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage. Big time ult again. Huge shutdown on the Quinn there. She's livid after that. She burned her flash to stay alive. I'm going to stay in this fight as long as possible with my W's. Really powerful with my W's. Just, again, maul that robot Amumu down. I hate Amumu, man. Like, one of my most hated junglers to go against, and even as a mid laner to go against. So obnoxious with the Q range. I'm soloing this right now. I'm not able to do it fast, but I actually have really good sustain with my W and my E to be able to try and solo this. Their jungler's down for another 34 seconds, so it's not like anyone can really stop me from grabbing this with a 900 damage smite. So whether the Yone wants to help me ever or not, I'm just going to keep doing this for now. These little Qs are just annoying me right now. I'm still not worried about this fight at all. Jonas finally decided to help me do this dragon and just DPS it with me, so that's good. Getting behind it now so Pyke can't Q me out before I smite. And we have enough gold for a full item and an elixir, so we're going to get the big boy elixir of tankiness here. And head towards Soul. 19 kills, 4 deaths, 8 assists. Huge impact on this game so far. And I don't even main jungle. Like, there's not a primary role for me. So I'd say, like, in most of your games, just if you keep an eye on what's going on and you just concentrate on getting gold income, getting big objectives, you can have huge games like this. Oh, we see a little bit of a control ward there, so we'll take that down. Yoan's having some trouble here. Should be able to clean this up though, no problem. Kill Quinn again. Taking 2 shutdowns from her, so she's giving us a lot of gold. I'm not leaving. I don't know why Arvaris is leaving. This guy, honestly, he needs some coaching because he's made mistake after mistake after mistake. Soul's coming up. The guy was at full health with ult and he decides to leave the fight for some reason. So we can't start this now. I don't know where anyone is. I don't want to start this with a Mumu again because he could just steal it with his ult. I hope Lux hangs out and fights this with me because I'm going to be tanking both people here. Going for the Mumu, even though he's tankier here, I'm trying to focus him down with the Maul because if we can kill him, then I can start this dragon pretty securely. I don't have smite for another 10 seconds or so, so I'm going to try and play this a little bit slowly and just focus down these guys and help the Lux out. Going for the Zeri. Pyke's a little too slippery for me to catch, but we do have Aatrox coming in. Now I feel, again, quite confident I can finish this because I have smite up again in 4 seconds. So I'm just kind of biding my time, waiting for my smite to come up. He actually kills it off me. I was trying to ult to kill him. I didn't think he would have enough damage to steal that dragon. But honestly, I don't think it's going to matter here because we killed him after we got that dragon. He inted for that dragon. Doing as much as he can, but we have Baron buff and a wave crashing mid, so I don't think it's going to matter here. Taking a lot of damage from these 2 ADCs. Nobody's hitting. Oh my gosh, this Varus, man. This Varus not hitting her while I'm dying. I love it. It's actually really surprised she had enough damage to do that, but looks like it's going to be game here anyway, so we'll take a quick look at the damage stats and see what rating Riot gave us after this game as well. But I mean, that's jungle for beginners in a nutshell. Some very basic thought processes there. Okay, cool. So let's check out the graphs. Whoa, big time damage. What did we get on the... Oh, a little bit of an S rating. So pretty decent S rating there. Big time kill count. Nice assist count as well. So did really good in that game, I think. Topped the charts with the gold income as well. Not the greatest CS numbers, but the most gold. So that was really, really nice. Pretty good Volibear game, actually. I really like this champion for beginners in the jungle. I'd recommend you guys try him out. Very easy to play and execute. Has some good ganking and turret diving potential. You can see there with the damage champions top the charts in the entire game. So a huge impact in all the team fights and the skirmishes and 1v1s. Really, really nice there. And then if we take a peek here in a second at the damage to objectives, that is just daunting. That is a massive amount of damage to objectives, and that's really the 2 major stats you're looking at as a jungler. So hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay. I will catch you in the next one.